is Monday, August 10th, Spelling List 2. Okay, so I want you to take note on the board. A few people still are not quite having their papers up correctly, so I just want to touch base on it. Spelling at the top, name and date. You will skip a line. You will number 1 through 10 on one side of your paper. In the middle, you will number 11 through 20. You will skip the next line and just straight down the side of your paper, you will write 21 through 30. Okay? 1 through 10, 11 through 20, skip a line, 21 through 30. You do have to write your vocabulary words one time because you have to know how to spell them. Okay? The rest of the time for the definitions, we will be matching up your matching cards, but you have to know how to spell your vocabulary words as well. So you have to write them one time at least a day, okay? For those of you who feel like you may need more times to write them, to write any of your words in order to learn them, then do so. I am only requiring one time a day. But like I said, if you feel like you need more, then it's responsible to go ahead and write it more times. We're in 5th grade. We're getting ready to go on to middle school, and then right after middle school, just 3 years into high school. So this is the time where you start doing what you need to do to make yourself even better, okay? I will always give you guidelines to follow, but if you need to do more, then you do more. When I was younger, writing my words one time a day was not enough. I had to write my spelling words. I would always go home and I would write them at least 2 more times in the afternoons, just on my own, because I knew that I needed that in order to spell my words correctly. And you know what, today, I'm a pretty good speller. People will ask me, how do you spell this? Or how do you spell that? And there's not a lot of words that I have to look up. Now, there are still some, I promise you, but not a lot, okay? So do what you need to do if you need to study more or write more with those words, okay? All right, so this is how we'll set it up. If it's a spelling test day, remember we will add test next to spelling test, all right? So looking in your spelling books, you can pause the video if you need to grab your book. We are on list 2, page 4. Our first word is vacuum. Go ahead and highlight your UU on vacuum, so you do not forget that there's 2 U's in vacuum. Number 2, chandelier. Say that word, chandelier. We all know a chandelier is the pretty lights that hang in our dining rooms or in our foyers. Some people have chandeliers in their bedrooms. Chandelier. Number 3, utensil. Utensil. And notice the "sol" at the end is S-I-L. You might want to underline that S-I-L. And utensil is like a fork or a spoon or a knife. Number 4, disposal. We have garbage disposals to get rid of the garbage in our kitchens. After we eat dinner or something, we scrape our plates into the disposal. Number 5, patio. Number 6, microwave oven. Number 7, telephone. Number 8, appliances. And highlight your double P's there so you remember them or underline them. Gauge. Okay, so gauge begins with the G that says G. It ends with the G and an E that says J. So kind of make a note of that. And then the A sound in the middle is A-U. So kind of circle your first G or underline it. Underline your A-U and then circle your G-E. Next we have mantle. After mantle, number 11 is faucet. Underline your A-U. Ah in faucet is actually a special sound we learned in 1st grade. And underline your in city, your C there. Number 12, comforter. And it looks like comforter. Comforter. We say comforter, but it looks like comforter. Number 3, furniture. We have a chur in pasture there, T-U-R-E, underline it. Number 14, refrigerator, just like it sounds, re-fridge. We have another G saying J there, refrigerator. Now the tur is O-R on the end. Number 5 is mirror. Underline your double R's there. Number 6 is curtain. Number 17, decor. Number 18, recliner. Now I want you guys to look at words 1 through 18. Is there a single word there that begins with a capital letter? There is not. So you may not capitalize any of those words on your spelling test because they're not proper nouns. We capitalize proper nouns and none of those words are. So you cannot capitalize any of those on your spelling test, okay? Number 19, we have Leviticus. It's a book in the Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, the third book in the Bible. And then Numbers is also a book in the Bible, so they are capitalized. Now this is just the opposite. Leviticus and Numbers have to be capitalized on your spelling test, okay? Number 21, our vocabulary words, premises. A premises is a house or building with its grounds. Number 22, descendant. A descendant is an offspring or a child. You are a descendant of your mother or your father. Number 23, warranty. That is a guarantee. When we buy a car or something very expensive, a lot of times we will purchase a warranty to go with it or a guarantee that they will replace it if something goes wrong with it. Number 24, utilities. Companies that perform services for the use of the public. Number 25, tenant. A tenant is a renter. Number 26, budget. A budget is a plan for careful spending. Number 27, courtesy. Courtesy is polite behavior, thoughtfulness. Number 28, charity, love and kindness. Number 29, opaque. If something is opaque, it does not let light pass through. And then 30, transparent, capable of being seen through. Have y'all seen like glass windows in some people's front doors? And it's obviously glass, but you can't see through it. That glass is opaque, okay? You can't see through it. And then when you can see through the glass, it is transparent, okay? So today we all will be making our matching cards for our vocabs and definitions. We'll be copying our words one time, matching cards for vocab and definitions. Remote students, I do not ever need to see your matching cards. You do not need to send them to me. Those are for your benefit. Honestly, I'll know if you're making them or not. But they are for your benefit. So you can study them at home. Of course, the kids in class I would see just because they're in class with me, and they will have a time every day where they pull out their matching cards and match up their vocabs and definitions. But remote students, you don't ever have to send those in your packets. This, your sheet, yes, I must have for every single day, okay? All right, guys, so you have a great day. Enjoy your spelling.